The AYN Odin 2 is a much anticipated Android gaming handheld, and it will be releasing later this year. Now, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of all the information that I have on this device so far, and I can tell you that this is shaping up to be the ultimate Android gaming handheld. Now, when it comes on the emulation, this thing is going to be a beast, and I'm very excited for that. Switch emulation is what I'm most excited for, because on Android, you've never had a emulation device that is this powerful that could do Switch emulation. It's coming in at the same price of a Nintendo Switch, and that's $299. So you can pick this thing up and have a blast with it playing some Switch games. It won't be able to play all, but emulation is a thing that gets better and better over time. So within the next 1 and 2 years, I expect Switch emulation to improve on Android. Everything else below Switch, such as PS2, PS1, PSP, Dreamcast, GameCube, Wii, and so on and so on and forth, I expect all of those systems to play flawlessly on this AYN Odin 2. It will be coming with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, and the base model has 8GB of RAM with 128GB of storage. That storage is expandable via micro SD card slot, and I think that goes up to 512GB. There will also be a new dock. This dock is more stylish, it's more sporty, and it has a lot of ports. From what I see from the renders, it has 2 USB ports on, I think, the left or right. There is Ethernet at the back, an HDMI out, and a power in. So in total, you got 2 USB 2.0 ports and 2 USB 3.0 ports on the left and right side. The design of the AYN Odin 2 is really nice, and I like this. It looks more ergonomic than the Odin 1, and it still has those mappable back buttons and the LED strips on the side and in the joysticks. Very, very excited for that. We have a few color options to choose from. We have transparent blue, transparent purple, black, cold gray, and white. My favorite colors out of the 5 is the black and the cold gray. Personally, I would try to go for the cold gray, but because I'm on a limited budget, I think I'm going to pick up the black, because that's the one you're going to be able to get for $299 on that early bird price. AYN has also stated that this thing is going to have high quality stereo speakers with those drivers or tuners that they have from the Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset. And the design of this thing is really nice. We have a bigger fan along with a bigger battery. Battery life is expected to be astonishing on this device. I'm expecting anywhere from a minimum of 6 hours to 12 hours of battery life. There'll also be a fingerprint sensor on this device for unlocking it really quickly. The device will come with Wi-Fi 7, Android 13, and Bluetooth 5.3. You can also wirelessly communicate with your TVs or other monitors, so you don't need a HDMI cable to play on the big screen. Speaking of big screen, this device does come with a pretty sizable screen itself. It comes with a 6-inch 1080p IPS touchscreen, which is nice. I love that 16:9 aspect ratio for your games. It will look wonderful streaming your PlayStation 5 games and Xbox Series games over the cloud. Now, when it comes on to the launch of this device, they're expecting the Indiegogo to go live on August 22nd, and that would be 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mass production is expected to kick off in November, and then mass shipping in December of this year. So currently we're in August, so by the next 4 months or so, you should be able to have this device in your hands after participating in the Indiegogo crowdfunding program. Now, last year I missed out on the Odin 1, and I'd say this year I'm in a better financial spot, so I'm not going to be missing out on the Odin 2. This thing is going to be a beast, and there's a lot that I'd like to test on it. I want to test Xbox game streaming, PlayStation game streaming, PC game streaming as well, along with a lot of emulation. And with the micro SD card slot, I could play like a bunch of old school games, you know, and the 128GB internal storage is plenty. I don't think I need more than 128 internal storage and 8GB of RAM. 16GB of RAM on an Android device, to me that's overkill. 12GB is the max I would go for. So the 128 with 8GB of RAM, I think that is a sweet spot, and I think that's where a lot of customers will be putting their money. So I'm excited for this device. It looks nice. It looks like a really big upgrade over the Odin 1, and I can't wait to get it in my hands and, you know, give you guys some more information about this thing. So let me know down in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the AYN Odin 2? Are you excited for this device, and do you expect to pick it up when the Indiegogo goes live? So until then guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share it with a friend who likes tech, and until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.